Hey everyone, my name is Braden Mast. I am the sports information director here at Malone. I've only been here for a little less than a month, but so far I've really loved my time here. And today I'm excited to be able to share with you a little bit about my role as an SID and also help you have a better understanding of what sports information is in general. So I will start off by just telling you guys a little bit about myself. I grew up in Holmes County, Ohio, Millersburg, which is about 45 minutes south of here in the middle of Amish country. I went to Highland High School, and like many of you, I was a sports management major in college and graduated from Mount Vernon Nazarene University in 2021 with degrees in sports management and business administration. So going into college, I honestly had no idea what sports information was until I took a class my freshman year called Sports Information Services. And it was very similar to the class you guys are in right now. And we had to get practicum hours at home athletic events. So, like you guys, I was going to all the home soccer, volleyball, baseball games, and I was getting my hours, and I was kind of doing it begrudgingly. I wasn't really into it because I thought it was kind of like an assignment for class. But just a few games in, I realized how fun sports information could be. Being able to go to sports games and be a part of the inner workings of the sports industry. So after my practicum hours were all fulfilled, I actually stuck around and I became an undergraduate assistant for the sports information department, which was super fun. And I did this for all 4 years of my undergraduate studies. And at the time I graduated, I was actually offered a role as a sports information graduate assistant, which was very cool because I got a free master's degree and got 2 more years of experience working in sports information, which ultimately led to me getting a job here. And yeah, sports information can definitely open doors. It's a unique but very cool and dynamic part of the sports industry. So, with that being said, I will get into a little bit about what sports information actually is and help you guys understand what sports information is. So, at its core, sports information is the heartbeat of the sports industry. It is the way that fans and media and the rest of society communicates through sport. When you check scores on your ESPN app on your phone, or when you open social media and check out some news articles about your favorite sports team, or you're at the ballpark and you look up on the big screen and you see a player's stats, this all falls under the broad umbrella of sports information. So, sports information involves collecting and managing data and stats related to athletic events and teams, as well as players. It encompasses everything from player statistics, game schedules, to press releases, social media management, and public relations activities. So, under sports information, you can work in communications, journalism, public relations, graphic design. Honestly, the uh, opportunities in sports information are endless, and there's just so many different things you can do within sports information. So it's really cool if you are interested in one certain thing or have a certain niche that you want to kind of buy into. You can always find a place to utilize that in the world of sports. So now I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about my role as a sports information director here at Malone. The role of sports information director is very multifaceted. There's a lot of different parts to it. One of my main responsibilities is overseeing the gathering of the team statistics at all home athletic events and making sure that the official stats are kept accurately and uploaded in a good amount of time. Also, we manage the social media channels and the official athletics website. And we also oversee the release of athletic recaps and act as a liaison with any local media outlets and other media professionals. So, another thing that we do on a day-to-day basis in the sports information department is work alongside coaches and athletes to make sure their needs are being met. So, this could be putting posts out on social media or putting the spotlight on a player who's been playing particularly well. Doing all these things and just working with coaches and student athletes is very important to the role of a sports information director, especially in a university. So another thing we do in this digital age that we live in, using and utilizing social media is extremely important just because in the world that we live in, it's so easy to get stats and news and scores from across the world in just a matter of seconds. And so utilizing social media is a huge thing for a sports information director in our time. This is something that is fairly new in the past 10 to 15 years. Before this, a lot of sports information was all written. It was for like newspapers and for websites once internet became a thing. But utilizing social media and technology is becoming a very important part of sports information. So, how can you get involved within sports information here at Malone? First of all, I would definitely encourage you as a sports management major and aspiring professional to get as much experience as you can in the sports world and make as many connections as you can as well. So this includes dipping your toes into sports information just to seeing if maybe it's for you. Maybe you hate it and you don't want to have anything to do with it, and that's totally fine. But I think it's important that you at least give it a try and have a general understanding of what sports information is, and maybe just a little bit of experience in it. Because if you're in a job interview in the future after you graduate from college and the interviewer asks a question or brings up sports information or something along those lines, it'll be very helpful for you to be able to say that you worked in sports information for a little bit or you had some connection in it. I guarantee you that the recruiter conducting the interview is going to be impressed and will like the fact that you're well rounded in the sports industry. So here at Malone, you guys are obviously doing your practicum hours right now for class, and I've loved seeing you guys in action at the games, and I appreciate the work that you help us with. So you continue doing that. That's awesome. If you need more hours, feel free to reach out to me, and I will help you get all those hours in. Other than that, if you have internships that you want to complete for your graduation academic requirements, feel free to reach out as well. I am always looking for people who are willing to work with us in sports information. If you need practicum for other classes, obviously reach out as well. But also another thing you can do is if apart from the class side, if you just want to get connected in sports information and gain some experience, feel free to do what I did at MVNU and just be an undergraduate assistant, volunteer whenever you're available. We have several students who do this, and we are very appreciative of their contributions to the sports information department. So that's another thing you can do. And then obviously the sports information department has 2 graduate assistants at any time. So if you put the time in and have that connection and you want to continue on and get your master's degree, that is a great opportunity for you to get it for free and get some additional experience in sports information. So that's something for the future that you can kind of look forward to if you stick around a little bit. So, in conclusion, there's a lot of opportunities in sports information. The sports world is just a gigantic industry, and there's so many things that you can do within sports. So, in sports information specifically, I would say utilize whatever you're good at, whatever you're interested in, because you can find a way to use that and benefit the world of sports. So, if you're interested in social media, I would really buy into working in social media and making posts, content creation. If you like graphic design, you can really go that way and make graphics for websites or social media or game day posters or anything like that. And video editing. I'm sure you guys were really impressed with my video editing on this video. This is the first video I've ever made, so it was kind of an interesting experience. But if you're good at that, I would love to have you work with sports information because that's an area where we're lacking. But another thing is just to build connections and gain experience while you're in college. Use this time to make friends with other students and get to know your professors, get to know other sports management professionals. And this all goes a long way because after you all graduate, you'll go your separate ways, but you'll have those connections, and connections go a long way in the sports world. So, as you think forward to what's next, I know that it can be kind of overwhelming trying to think of what you're going to do after you graduate. When I was in college, I had no idea what I wanted to do next. And to be honest, I didn't really see myself as a sports information director. But just based on the experience that I had in that specific part of sports, it helped me get a job in sports information. And this is what you have to do in sports: is just use your connections and use your experience to find jobs. So, if you want to learn more about sports information, or if you want to volunteer or get connected in any way, or if you have any questions about the sports industry in general, or if you need career advice, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email or stop in at my office. My office is on the second floor of Osborne Hall, but I would be more than happy to talk to you and get you involved here at Alone. But that is basically all I have for today. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope you have a better understanding of sports information and the role of a sports information director. I just thank you for your time. Thanks for listening to me, and I hope you have a really great day. See you guys.